Сәлеметсіздер ме, менің сыныбым? Бүгінгі білім күнімен сіздерді құттықтаймын. Бірінші байлық денсаулық, екінші байлық ақжаулық, үшінші байлық саулық деп ата-бабамыз айтып кеткендей. Бас аман болса, бөрік табылады. Жігіттің дені сау болса, сол дәулет. Адам денесінің жетілуі оның денсаулығы. Егер денің сау болса, онда оны сақтамақ керек. Ал егер сау болмаса, онда денеңді сауықтыру керек. Сау адам біреудің жарасы ауырып отырғанын білмейді. Дені сау адам табиғаттың ең қымбат жемісі деп ұлы ғұламалар жазып кеткендей. Біз денсаулықты таңдаймыз. Біз денсаулықты таңдаймыз тақырыбындағы сынып сағатымызға қажетті құралдар қалам мен дәптер. Сабақ барысында сабақты мұқият тыңдаймыз. Ағылшын тіліндегі бейнероликтерді тамашалаймыз. Тамашалай отырып, түртіп алу әдісімен денсаулығымыз жақсы болу үшін не жасау керек деген сұраққа жауап жазамыз. Денсаулық механизмі бар екені белгілі, ал денсаулық өзі бірнеше аспектілерден тұрады. Физикалық денсаулық, physical health, психикалық және интеллектуалды денсаулық, mental and intellectual health, жеке, individual, рухани денсаулық, spiritual health, эмоционалды денсаулық, emotional health, әлеуметтік денсаулық, social health.
Regular physical activity can lower your risk of heart and circulatory disease by 35%. When you are active, the heat produced by your muscles increases your body temperature, making you feel warmer. Your heart starts to beat faster, pumping more blood to the muscles you are using. Your heart is also a muscle. If you are active regularly, it gets bigger and stronger. Your muscles are working harder, so they need more oxygen. You start to breathe faster, so your blood can pick up more oxygen from your lungs. Your lungs work harder to make this happen. Once your blood has picked up oxygen, it moves to the muscles you are using, giving them the extra oxygen they need. If you are active regularly, more capillaries grow in the muscles you've been working. This is one reason why activity starts to feel easier over time. Getting active is great for people with diabetes. If you have type 2 diabetes, you have too much glucose in your blood, probably because you don't have enough insulin. Physical activity helps you use the insulin you do have. It also helps your cells use glucose, even when there is no insulin. Regular physical activity can improve your memory and attention span. Over time, the bit of the brain involved in memory and learning seems to get bigger. Long-term physical activity leads to a lower resting heart rate and lower blood pressure. This helps cut your risk of heart and circulatory disease. And there are more reasons to smile. When you're active, your brain produces chemicals called endorphins. These reduce feelings of pain and make you feel more positive. Getting active cuts down on stress hormones, reducing anxiety. Combine activity with a balanced diet and you'll help yourself reach and maintain a healthy weight. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week. Try to be active every day. Every 10 minutes counts.
You or someone you know may have been diagnosed with a mental health problem, also known as a psychiatric disorder. This video will help you understand how the brain works in mental health and how problems can cause mental illness. Mental health is your ability to handle or cope with stress and enjoy daily life. It includes the way you feel, think, act, and relate to others. Scientists study how certain brain areas affect mental health. For example, the fear area of the brain, called the amygdala, helps you avoid harmful things and escape danger. In addition, the amygdala works with the prefrontal cortex to control your response to fearful and stressful events. The prefrontal cortex also helps you make decisions, solve problems, and recall memories. The anterior cingulate cortex helps you focus on tasks and control emotions. The hippocampus helps make and store new memories. The working units of the brain are cells called neurons, also known as brain cells. Neurons pass messages to each other through electrical impulses. The impulses pass along a part of the neuron called the axon. Here's a closer look at how a message passes from one neuron to another. At the end of the axon, the impulse causes the neuron to release chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. These chemical messengers move across a tiny space called a synaptic gap and attach to another neuron. This triggers the neuron to produce its own impulse. In this way, impulses spread across the brain. Problems with this process may result in brain disorders known as mental illnesses. All the causes of mental illness aren't known. However, a number of factors may contribute to it. Some of these factors are a family history of mental illness, which can be passed from parent to child through genes, severe emotional or stressful life events, or a head or brain injury. Other factors may include health problems such as heart disease, problems with other chemicals in the body called hormones, drug abuse and addiction, and an imbalance of chemical messengers in the brain. When there is an imbalance of chemical messengers in the brain, neurons may have trouble passing messages between each other. The most common chemical messenger is glutamate. It increases the chance that an impulse will form in other neurons. People with mental illnesses such as autism, obsessive-compulsive disorder, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's disease, and depression may have problems making or using glutamate. Serotonin, another chemical messenger, helps control mood, hunger, and sleep. For example, people with depression often don't have enough serotonin. Dopamine helps control movement and is involved with feelings of pleasure and addiction. Low dopamine levels, or problems with the brain's ability to use it, may be linked to schizophrenia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, and other disorders. An estimated 43.7 million adults in the United States have some type of mental illness. Modern research tools and advanced technology will allow scientists to better understand the brain and how mental illness occurs. If you have questions about mental health or any medications you have been prescribed, speak with your healthcare professional or doctor. It is important to take your medications as directed by your healthcare professional or doctor. Tell them about any side effects you experience.
Hey Mom and Dad! This month in Advisory, we have been talking all about developing healthy habits. Here are some things that you can do to help me make those things part of my regular routine, so I will be more likely to do them the rest of my life.
Rest. Did you know that 12 to 18-year-olds need between 8 and 10 hours of sleep a night? You can help me get the right amount of sleep by encouraging me to start homework early in the evening, helping me to shoot for a regular bedtime, and making sure that I turn off technology at least an hour before I go to bed.
Fruits and veggies encourage me to eat healthy by stocking the house with lots of produce in a variety of colors. Teach me to fill half of my plate with fruits and vegetables at every meal. This will power my body with foods and make me feel great.
Exercise. Help me to find physical activities that I love to do. Talk to me about how exercise supports my mental and physical health. Not only is it good for my heart, my muscles, but exercise helps me sleep better, manage stress, and feel happier. So, let's walk the dog, go for a swim, jump on the trampoline, or go sledding. I know I'm not always excited about exercising, so making it fun will help.
Stress. What do you do when life feels out of control? Do you exercise, meditate, play music, or dance around? Help me to find what works for me. Notice when I am stressed. Talk with me about why, and help me figure out what I can do to feel better.
No chemicals. Remind me that my brain is still developing, and that I need to be careful about putting things into my body that could affect that. My lungs are made to breathe air, and my mind is meant to think clearly. Drugs and alcohol get in the way of my body and mind doing all of the amazing things they were built to do. I need to make choices that fit with the healthy, long life that I want to live.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for loving me and showing me how to live a healthy life. Remind me that every day is another chance to get stronger, eat better, live healthier, and be the best version of myself.
What is mental and emotional health? Mental and emotional health is one of the 8 interconnected components of total health and wellness. Mental and emotional health refers to the ability to be aware of your feelings and possessing the language and skills to express your emotions in a healthy and productive way. Additionally, it refers to your ability to cope with life events and to handle life's responsibilities. Due to the interconnected nature of health, mental and emotional health powerfully influence and impact the other components of health. For example, if you aren't able to identify and express your emotions in a healthy manner, it is very hard to connect with people and build relationships, thus limiting social well-being. Here's another example. If you cannot cope with the demands and stresses of work, your occupational well-being will diminish. Like each of the elements of health, it is vitally important that you create mentally and emotionally healthy habits. Habits include learning how to identify emotions, practicing healthy ways to express feelings, and keeping an optimistic outlook on life. Overall, strengthening mental and emotional health is vital to well-being, as mental and emotional health lay the foundation for many aspects of your total well-being. Now it's time for you to intentionally build mental and emotional health by taking this information and establishing healthy habits in your own life.
Faster!
I'm exhausted. I can't feel my legs anymore.
Keep it up, Sufa! Let's cross the finishing line together.
Why don't you look drained at all? And you seem to enjoy running so much.
It's actually fun to do physical activities together, and it's good for our health, too. The World Health Organization recommended that children and youth aged 5 to 17 should accumulate at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity, such as brisk walk, ball games, or walking up and down the stairs every day. Slightly increased breathing and heart rates, along with mild sweating, indicate your physical activity has reached the desired intensity, and you will be able to stay healthy. It's not difficult at all to reach a cumulative 60 minutes of physical activity. Make good use of the time before and after school. You can walk briskly to school and back home under safe conditions. You can take part in different physical activities and loosen up a bit during recess and lunch break. Help out with chores when you get home. Sweeping and mopping the floor are also good physical activities for us. Cycling with your family or taking a walk with them. As a result, you will have reached the 60-minute mark.
It sounds simple. What physical activities do you like?
Besides brisk walk and playing in the park, I also play sports, such as swimming, rope skipping, and badminton. There are many kinds of physical activities. You can easily find one that best suits you.
What are the benefits of doing regular physical activities?
There are many benefits. Look at me. I don't get out of breath easily. That's because sufficient physical activities help boost your cardiorespiratory endurance as well as strengthen muscles. It even lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease. Physical activities also keep your muscles and bones healthy, speed up metabolism, and reduce the building up of fat. That's not all. Doing exercise can help relieve anxiety and depression. It even has a positive impact on studying.
No wonder you are so optimistic. You also get good grades, and you are friends with everyone.
Fine. Stop singing praises to me. But a healthy lifestyle truly helps us stay healthy physically and mentally.
All it takes is a little time every day, and I can have all these benefits. I should start engaging in different types of physical activities daily.
Join us today in developing an active and healthy lifestyle.
Назарларыңызға рахмет, және берілген тапсырманы орындайды деп сіздерге сенемін. Келесі кездескенше.